Hey, this is June. Well, we're on lesson 4, and if you've made it this far, I haven't managed to scare you off yet, so congratulations. That's fantastic. Okay, lesson 4 is going to be all about methods, and methods are little functions, little pieces of code that you wrap up so that you can reuse it. Okay, I have a class here called Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was a famous physicist. He had Lou Gehrig's disease. Where is he? There he is. He's dead now. But he had Lou Gehrig's disease, and he started losing control of his muscles, so he wasn't able to speak. So I'm going to make this thing that would allow Stephen Hawking to speak. And I'm going to use this method. So here we have a speak method. And I know it's a method because I can see by the curly braces here, and I'm kind of used to seeing these things. But I'll show you kind of what the general structure of it is. This static word I want you to just ignore for the moment. We'll be talking about it soon. Void, this is the return type. And also in a subsequent lecture we'll be talking about that. Then we have the name. The name of this method is speak. Then we have a set of parentheses. And then we have a set of curly braces. Inside the parentheses can be various things. They're called the parameters. And I'm going to put this like this. I hope it's not too confusing. There may be more than one parameter. This method is called speak, and it has one parameter. The name of the parameter is words, and it's of type string. So that tells me that when I want to use this speak method, I need to put a string in the parentheses right there. Okay, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Make a main method, and I'll just say speak. Semicolon. Okay, so I've used the speak method. In here I have a string. If I put something else in here, like a number, now it's red. So when I hover over it, that will give me the error. And the error says, the method speak in the type Stephen Hawking is not applicable for the arguments int. And what that means is that 1, 2, 3 is an int, and this method expects the parameter to be a string. If I did want it to be an int, this would be int. Of course, it's going to break down there, but you can see that the speak method here is fine because now it's matching int. Let's go back to that. Okay, so the idea of Stephen Hawking is that we're going to have a box you can type in. I'll just leave that blank for now. I'm going to catch what they want to say. And then I'm going to pass this words variable into my speak method. So that's okay. See, words is a string and it's going in there and it matches the parameter here. Stephen Hawking did a lot of research on black holes and he wrote about it. Anyway, so there I think I've kind of given you enough of an overview of methods that you will be able to call methods. This is what I'm doing here. I am calling the method speak. And this method, sometimes in different languages they're called functions, method, subroutine. All those mean the same thing. In Java, we tend to call it method. In Python, you tend to call it function. In JavaScript, it's function. Anyways, once you're able to know, that's what we mean. It's a little piece of code that you will reuse. So I could have it speak all different kinds of things. Okay, so the 2 exercises that you'll be doing, they're here under the exercises package. One's called Animal Farm and one's called Triangle Shell. And these exercises will help you practice calling methods. There's just one thing that's a little bit different I want to point out, and it's related to this mysterious static word here. So in Animal Farm, I've actually instantiated an animal farm and broken out of the static context. Now, I don't expect you to really understand what I just said, but what it means is you don't have to have static in front of the methods. Here are the methods. Look at that. That's a method, that's a method, that's a method. And none of them have static in front of them. So you're going to be writing your code up here under the green instructions, and that's pretty much all you have to worry about until the next lecture. But if you're wondering why this has no main method, it does. I've just filled it in, and then I've delegated the rest of the program to up here to the constructor. And I'll tell you what a constructor is later too. And the same thing's going on in this other exercise that I want you guys to do, and it's called Triangle Shell, and I'm doing the same thing. See, here's the main method, and then I'm breaking out of there, and you should be putting your code underneath these instructions. And remember, try and follow the order. So start there at 1 and then go to 2, etc. And try and test your code as often as you can. Okay, good luck with that, and I'll see you back here soon.